Nikaanza kuweka mapicha kwa WhatsApp status. And people were like, "Hi Ray, you in China?" Nikamwambia, "Yes, I'm in China. Can I send you something?" "Yeah. Hey, there's this thing that I've seen I would want." I started quoting for them the prices. And I always feel like that whole group got a very raw deal. I needed money. I don't have money. I didn't have money. I needed money. So unapata kitu nilikuwa naongezea very crazy prices. But still cheaper, or maybe something that they cannot find locally.
So watu wanakutuma handbags.
Tunamwambia hii ni 7, lakini ikifika huko Kenya itakuwa kitu 14 ama 13.
Na wewe umeinunua how much huko?
Nimeinunua thao 1200. I need the money. Someone gives you a job, Someone gives you a job. You go for it without putting the right documents in place. And once the goods are here, was a specific doctor, I won't mention their name. And once the goods were in the country, decided to just get his way up with his very good lawyer. I had to deliver the goods to the hospital without being paid. And I lost it like that.
How
till
much?
Today, millions, sweetie.
Okay.
So trust the process. One day your life is gonna change. Keep on believing. You will be better than before. So trust the process.
Hey, my name is Ray, or Rachel. A mother, a wife, a business person, and a medic by profession.
And you look, I think I'm saying this for the 20th party, you look so lovely.
You also look so pretty, sweetie, and thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Let me give you your flowers. You look lovely.
Thank
the
you,
outfit,
sweetie. Thank you.
The hair,
wow.
The makeup.
Thank you.
And you know, I'm looking at you and I'm like, those are not even the things that make you beautiful.
Yeah, sure.
So many people respect you out here.
Wow.
And if there's anything I've heard from any individual I've interacted with, is Ray is a destiny connector.
Wow.
People could say you are a destiny connector, you are a destiny helper.
Nice.
That's that's so powerful.
So powerful.
Yeah.
And I'm just thanking God for using me as a vessel. You know, I'm just being used.
Good.
I'm just doing whatever I've been instructed to do by God.
Okay.
And that gives me a lot of contentment also.
Yes.
Knowing that when that day comes, you know which day I'm talking about?
Yes.
That day that you'll be on your deathbed.
Yeah.
And the flashbacks will be coming and you'll be like, oh, I gave it the best shot.
Yeah.
I'm ready even to transit to the other side. Kwenye tuna expect taienda, sindio?
Yes.
So that gives me a lot of contentment.
Yeah.
Lynn. Yeah.
You feel like you are living your purpose?
Yes, and like I've already done whatever God intended me to do.
Yeah.
And that is helping those people that are stranded. Maybe they would want to start something, maybe a business.
Yeah.
They really don't know wherever to start, where to go. And you even have no idea of the amount of people that are out here going through things, but they really don't know how to help themselves out of those situations. So I'm really excited.
More blessings, more grace to you.
Amen.
More grace to you. For me, that part is important.
Amen.
Even for my audience to understand. Because I'm a huge believer of helping each other along the way.
Yeah.
Kila mtu tu tenda wema nenda.
Please.
Tenda wema nenda zako.
Yeah.
But anyways, I want them to understand why I said many people call you a destiny helper, destiny connector.
Yes.
You introduced yourself as a mom, a business person, a medic. And you know, here we go way back to you growing up, because I don't think you woke up one day and your life was perfect.
And I just found myself here.
Yes, you know, becoming this successful business woman. So if you could take us back until we got to this very point.
Sarova Woodlands Hotel and Spa is a modern establishment located off the main Nairobi-Nakuru highway just outside of Nakuru town and is situated on a wooded avenue in the upscale Milimani area just adjacent to the State House. we have prepared exceptionally to welcome you back to refreshing African hospitality. Ease into the luxurious elegance of our rooms and suites, enhanced by advanced sterilization equipment and protocols to ease you into stylish sophistication. You'll find an array of cuisines from around the world at our restaurants, where the tables and relaxation areas are safely spaced, following the laid-down guidelines. As you take in the spectacular views, our mixologists prepare exotic cocktails for a taste of pure bliss. For the health-conscious, there's a delicate range of our signature immune booster fresh juices. Karibu sana.
Nice. Huh?
Yes.
It's a journey. I really want.
We have time.
Yeah. Now, you know, I'm a firstborn in a family of 5. Yeah. We are sisters.
Yes.
We don't have a brother. Oh. And I'm just those people that didn't come from a very nice background. Yeah. Yeah. It was such a situation where I really used to pity my mom all the time. And I just grew knowing that I want to do something to help my mom and my siblings.
Why would you pity your mom?
It was just a very toxic kind of environment for her. Yeah. She went through a lot of domes. So I used to pity her most of the time. And as a firstborn, not once, not twice have I ever told her to just leave. I'm going to help her out there. I'm just going to help her to bring up the other siblings. And it came to happen. So I went to school. I went to a primary school in Nyahururu. Yes. I'm a Nyahururu girl.
Okay.
Yeah. Graduated, went to secondary school. Yeah. Then the school that has a lot of impact in my life and really shaped me to be the person that I am is a medical school. Yes. I went to the outspan. I'm a product of Dr. Kiruhi. Okay. So I got the best of the best. Yes. And when I went to that school, it was like the thing that really changed even my mentality. Not only doing the medicine and the other things, we were taught a lot about God. Okay. We used to have a common course that was called Biblical Thoughts. Anyone who follows me on social media knows that I talk about business and I have to put God in it.
Oh, yes.
And I was really shaped to be the person that I am.
Okay.
But by the time...
Can I take you back before you get to Outspan? Yeah. So you said you came from a very toxic background. How was school for you? You know, because for me, I went to school with a lot of difficulties. Yeah. School fees was an issue. Yeah. Like my second name was Kufkuzwa every other time. How was school life for you? And even as you're transitioning from high school to becoming, you know, you want to go study medicine. Yeah. How did you find yourself at Outspan?
How did I find myself in there? Yeah. The primary school was the most difficult part of me. But I remember my mom was always there for me, coming to those meetings and all that. We kept praying and trusting in God that even when I get to go to the high school part and the university, God is going to provide. Yes. And yes, He did.
Oh, good.
When I got my KCPE results, I got sponsors.
Oh, good.
Yes. Yeah. I got sponsors. My dad used to be an athlete. I didn't mention that. Used to be an athlete. Most of the time he was not in the country. By the time he would come from Canada, Canada was one of the countries that he used to reside was very bad. And those athletes knew that he had some kids in Kenya. Oh. And so they decided to take up the matter of, you know, just schooling us and paying everything for us. Yeah. And that happened also to my sisters. Yes. Yes, not only me. And they did that all the way from Form 1 to the medical school.
Oh, beautiful.
So I didn't suffer, imagine. Keep trusting in God. Yes. Keep praying. He's going to make a way for, you know, for all of us who keep trusting in Him. Yeah. So I didn't struggle. I didn't, my dear. Yeah. Yes.
So you went to Outspan.
I went to Outspan. I was admitted. Yeah. I was excited. I was shaped. A lot of shaping. It's not a circular kind of a college or university. So it's a Presbyterian and a Presbyterian. Yes. And you had a very strict principal, that is Madam Muthoni. So I was taught a lot. I was such a nice person. I have some very good history there. Yes. They really love me so much. Okay. Actually, they came to visit me
Yes.
just this year and pray for me. And they even brought a pastor to me at my workplace to bless me.
Wow.
Even Dr. Kiruhi came and saw me. So
Yes.
I have a very nice track record.
Yeah.
But by the time that I was done with the school, I was so sure that I don't want to be in the hospital. I just want to do business. I'm a business person. I come from a family of business people. All my cousins are very nice business people in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just wanted to be like them. And also to get some extras to help my mom, bring up my sisters and all that.
Yeah.
And so we had another common course in school that was called entrepreneurship. And we had this lady called Wanja. She used to teach us how to start from scratch. That is why I can be able to teach people how to start from scratch.
Because it was taught to you.
It was taught to me. And then we used to start it when we were in school, because she would always tell us, why don't you come with mandazis and start selling here in school? Then we started doing it, mandazi, sweets and all that. So by the time I was done with school, I had some good amount of money.
Yeah.
Good means not more than 70,000.
Oh, good amount. But that's good amount though.
Good means that not more than that.
Yeah.
But it was good for me. It was nice,
Okay.
and it was okay for me to start a business.
Yeah.
So once I graduated, didn't practice for so long.
Yes.
Went into business, saved more money, and because I'd been in the hospital, I'd seen how non-pharmaceuticals are used. Decided to get into non-pharmaceuticals.
Okay.
But when I would go to Alibaba, remember I'm very young. I was like 22, 23 years old.
Okay.
I'll go to Alibaba and search where I can get those things. And I couldn't find a quantity that would go with the money that I had.
Yes.
Because when you're talking of non-pharmaceuticals, those are things like gloves,
Masks.
syringes, masks. Hizo time hazikuwa
Ni saa
sana.
za corona. Yeah.
Granulas,
Yes.
needles, such to small things. But then I got a supplier from Alibaba who was doing gloves at a good rate, and I imported my first cargo.
Okay.
I'd done my own research.
Yeah.
I did one. Mzigo ikafika.
Yeah. How much?
40,000 boxes of gloves. You know,
Okay.
they are very cheap by then, not like now.
Yeah.
You get it at 180 a box.
Okay.
So I got a lot of them.
Yeah.
But now the problem is, when I got them, the quantity was okay, the cargo was in order, but they were not elastic.
Oh.
Do you know, I gave them out in the times of Corona. I didn't sell any. Imagine a glove that is not elastic. Who is it going? Itafita tanani kwa mkono. So I ended up losing. Now,
And how much had you invested?
I had invested more than 180.
Oi.
Najua ni katoto kadogo. Umefanyia kazi hizo pesa.
Yeah. Wow.
Now, it took me down.
Yeah.
It took me down. So when I went back to business, I went into clothes. Now I'm frustrated. Went into clothes, started small with the mitumba.
Yeah.
There's a place called Kwamaina. That is where I used to go and pick my ninis in
Kwamaina,
Nakuru.
yes.
I picked my mitumba.
Yeah.
Did them for some time. They're not performing. And I'm wondering, where am I going wrong? Thought of doing the new ones. And by then, people used to go to Kampala a lot.
Yes.
I don't know whether these days people go to Kampala.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, going to Kampala is not a joke. You get into that bus around saa 3 usiku. In the morning, you get there. You get out of the bus, run to the markets, start shopping and thinking of how you're supposed to get done with your shopping by 7, come back, take another bus and be here at 6 in the morning. Can you imagine? Quite hectic.
A lot.
And I remember when I was doing those trips to Kampala, I just told God, you know what? No, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing.
Not my portion.
Not my portion. I'm really getting tired, and I can't even see whatever I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Clothes. I hate the clothes business.
Yes.
I don't even teach people how to do clothes. I really hate it.
Kabisa.
Because you unachoka, you bring in the clothes, you try to sell dead stock, zingine unavaa, unachoka. Now, I just decided one day on a trip to Kampala, why don't I just approach these people that I get the jeans from, a shop that I used to get jeans from, and just tell them to show me how they get these things from China.
Yeah.
And I thought, because you're not in the same country, they might not find it hard for me to, to just explain to me how to go about it. Lynn, let me tell you, if ever someone comes to you and asks for something, just guide them. You may not know whatever you're doing. Because when I went to that person, the people that used to get the trousers from the jeans, precisely jeans from, and you know what they told me? Oh, but they were supposed to go to China in 2 weeks' times. And they even shown me the itinerary. They have even paid for the flight and everything. And they told me, you know what? If you get time, or if you can squeeze yourself and get to fly to China at this specific date, then we can help you.
Wow.
No, 2 weeks. I don't have a lot of money.
Yes.
That is how I ended up preparing myself. For them, they had done the Qatar Air. I used the KQ, tried as much as possible to go within that time period, because I just wanted to set my feet in China.
Yes. I want to ask a question. This you've already imported.
Yeah.
It has failed. Now there's an opportunity to go to China. You unasema lazima nifike China. Why was that part important for you?
Reason being, I didn't have a lot, and I knew if I get my feet to China and learn how to import, Kenyans will know. I'll make money. I just wanted to know how. I actually didn't have money to get stocks, because going to Kampala, you're going with like 50K, 40, 30. So I didn't even have much. But I knew if I get my feet to China and learn how people do it, I'm just going to come back even without anything. Come and practice the things that I've learned in China.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
So Mimi, courageously, very young, didn't tell my parents. I didn't tell anyone, because I knew now if I tell my mom, she'll start overthinking and telling me, you don't have money, nini. But me, I knew whatever I'm going for. And I really prayed for it. I'm a very prayerful person. And I just told God to guide me. Afike China mbele yangu. So I paid for the flight and all that. You know how much I was left with?
No.
$500.
Oh, that's a lot though. That's like 50. Is that 50,000?
Yeah.
Yes,
because by then the exchange rate was not as high as
these days. Yeah.
You know, it was $500.
Yeah.
Mbele na nyuma. And you're going to China, but I was not worried. And that is why I always tell people, just start with the little amount of money that you have. In that little thing that you have, that is where God is going to come through for you.
Yes.
Yeah. And just walk with Him step by step.
Yeah.
Na muamini sana.
Yeah.
And trust your prayers. You don't even have to be prayed for by someone else. And trust your instinct and consult your brains. Just stick and think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we paid for the flight.
Yeah.
Ready to fly to China. That was my first trip to fly, and to even fly all the way to that continent. 13 hours. KQ.
Wow.
Got to Guangzhou. Guess what? The ones that were using the Qatar Air were already at the place.
Yeah.
So nilipata wananingoja at the airport. And they picked me. Imagine that thing. They just came to the airport, stopped the business that they were doing, came and picked me.
Yes.
Took me to a place that is called Sanyuali, got a hotel for me.
Yeah.
Kaniambia, unajua nini? You can stay here, but you're not going to stay at the same place that we are in because it's already full. Hotels in China are a bit cheap. Yeah, and affordable.
Yeah.
So I got a hotel of 3,000 per night, $30 per night.
Okay.
I paid for 10 nights. A girl has to get a place to sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't even go and sleep in the streets. Better get one meal in a day,
but have a safe place to sleep.
Safe place for you to sleep. We have even hotels that are even much cheaper than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, even 1,000, 1,500.
Utapata.
But I decided to take that because you have to get a better place, and you don't even know wherever you are anyway. So I got the hotel, and then these people left. And you know what? The following day, now in my mind, I was thinking, no, these people are going to come in the morning
and pick
me, take me to the places. You know what? They couldn't come in the morning. They never came. I started wondering, what's up? What's going on? Then I sent them a WhatsApp.
Yes.
I don't even have a line or anything.
Yeah.
WhatsApp. I'm using the hotel Wi-Fi. I already got a VPN because you have to get a VPN, and I'd already been told by the
travel agent.
What I need. I was able to communicate with them and all that. Wakaniambia, you know what? We are very busy. We have like 3 shops that we need to load containers for.
Yes.
Load containers.
Yes.
So you can only imagine that person truly, they are very busy. And they have a limited time of 2 weeks. That's what they told me. But they told me, you know what? Once you get your feet here in China, you know now you should teach yourself everything. Just wake up, move around. You're going to learn for yourself. But let me tell you, that is not how China is. So I'd wake up in the morning, prepare myself, and start moving around, walking. And I'm wondering, kwani hizi vitu za China, naonanga cheap, watu wanasemanga cheap ziko wapi? Because I'm not finding them.
Yes.
Yeah, like everything was different. You know how you do business in China?
Yeah.
It's totally different with how we do business here.
Okay.
As I always say that I compare China with an ocean. You see how calm and very beautiful it looks like.
Yes.
But deep in it, there's a lot of business that is happening.
Yeah.
Unless you get someone to teach you how to do it.
You will just be there enjoying the ocean.
You'll come back.
Enjoying the view.
And you'll never even go back to China again.
Because utasema huko there is nothing.
Because I'm moving around na sioni. First day, second, third, fourth. And I just told God,
yeah,
all right, just go back to Kenya. And I even called my travel manager. He's called Alex.
Yeah.
I called Alex and come, you know what, Alex, change those flights. Let me just come back. And then the 5th day came. I was supposed to go back on a Saturday. But now the 5th day, when I'm in China, natembea tu. Always wear the thing, Kenya. Ako suwai kosa kuva.
Ulete bro ni kuvalia.
Suwai kosa ukiwa out of the country.
Yeah.
Me always wear it when I'm out of the country.
Okay.
That is the thing that ilinisaidia. On my 5th day when I'm walking around, this guy comes like a coastal guy.
Yes.
Anakuja, sasa madam, mambo? Can I even look at him? Maringo tu ya wanawake, si unajua tu. Just like,
yes.
Huyu anajuaje sasa mimi? And then I remembered, oh, I have my Kathy.
Yes.
So when he said, mambo tena?
Ulitana haraka sana.
Nikamwambia poa sana. But now there's a place that I was getting in, a mall.
Yeah.
Remember this mall that I'm getting in? It's not my first time to be there, but I didn't get anything that I can buy.
Yes.
Naingia tu juu sina kwa kuenda.
Yeah.
Nikamwambia, hey, is it your first time to be here? Nikamwambia, yes, it's my first time. You know, my young girl, everyone can know, like, kastana kadogo.
Yeah.
But yes, it's my first time to be here. Kaniambia, oh, and are you a Kikuyu? Nikamwambia, yes, I'm a Kikuyu.
Why?
Kaniambia, oh, I knew it is your first time to be here.
Yeah.
Nikamuuliza, why? Akaniambia, because this place that you're getting in, no one gets in here to get anything. So that's how I knew that it is your first time to be here.
Yeah.
In that mall, they sell hides and skins that have already been, you know, za watu wenye wanaenda kutengeneza bags na viatu. Akaniambia, aje, I remember it was Ramadan time. You know what he told me? Akaniambia, but I can dedicate the whole of today to teach you things that took me more than 10 years to learn.
This is a stranger.
A stranger, we haven't even spent more than 20 minutes together standing on the street.
Wow.
Akaniambia, you know what? I'm going to teach you how to do it. Akaniambia, something that took me more than 10 years to learn, I'll teach you in a day. Akamwambia, thank you, and I'm ready to be taught. Akaniambia, your work is to just listen. Nimfuate, I listen to whatever he's going to say, and whatever he's going, not to tell me, how he's going to converse with the Chinese
people.
And take the business cards. That is why me, I have markets for almost everything. Take the business cards and I write them down.
Yes.
Kama ni place ya mashini za kitu fulani, naandika. Kama ni curtains, and I preserve those business cards. Then the following day, I should use the business cards to go to the same places that he will take me around. And I'm just going to learn how to do it.
Yeah.
Do you know he dedicated his whole day to teach me how to do business in China?
Akikuonyesha mashimo.
Tuliachana almost 7 something. The place that we met, hapo ndio tuliachania.
Please tell me you still talk to each other?
He's so busy. When I came back to Kenya, I realized he's a politician. Omar Shalo. I just came, unajua venye Facebook kuletea pizza namba zenye umesave kwa simu, and I was like, Omar Shalo. He's a politician. I never knew. Unajua ukiwa huko nje watu wanakanga tu normal
Even
people.
normal, yes.
He taught me, did show me all the markets. Now this is how China is.
Yes.
Every district with whatever it deals with. No, I never knew that. Assuming you want to get phones, you're going to go all the way to Thika. Assuming you want to get sneakers, you're going to get them from Nairobi. Assuming you're trying to get things like interior deco stuff, they're in Gilgil. How are you supposed to know that and you just in a one place?
Meland Chinatown.
So he taught me, and the following day when I went back to the hotel, and he told me, I remember he told me, now for you to be able to eat when you're in China, had you mean it's gonna sina pesa?
Yes.
Me was surviving on boiled maize, because they do sell boiled maize in the streets.
Yes.
And their tea, they have some type of tea.
Yeah.
That is what I had survived on like 4 days when I was there. But I'm okay. I'm always okay. Mimi nakuanga sawa too.
Yeah.
Now, akaniambia, when you want to be able to eat when you're in China, make sure you go to a Muslim restaurant because the food is halal. So akanisaidia hapo, tukaachana. Yeye is a very busy person. Akaniambia, I'm also a very busy person. I'm supposed to take trips in 3 different countries. That is what he told me. China, Bangkok, Vietnam. So ni mtu akon transit, anataka kununua vitu zake aende.
Akiendanga.
So tukaachana.
Yeah.
We never met again after that, imagine.
Wow.
Yes, we never met again, but he gave me his number. Akaniambia, if you need to ask a question, just WhatsApp me.
Wow.
May God bless him.
Yeah.
God really bless him.
Oh,
Maybe
wow.
Akiniona atanikumbuka.
Yes,
kabisa.
ungetaka kumwambia nini? Najua yeye ata watch. I know.
I would want to tell him,
yeah.
May God bless him so much. He taught me a lot. He has no idea of the amount of people that I've helped just because of him helping me.
Wow.
Mungu akinibariki kwa wale watu wote nimefunza more than 1,000 to do business. Anaweza msahau kweli?
No.
No. Hapo kwa hiyo baraka
double portion.
And those people of that place where he's nining, I think it's called Muvita.
Yeah.
Muvita.
Yeah.
They have no idea how good
of a leader
Shallow is.
So you maneuvering now China.
Simi nimeonyeshwa.
Yes.
I've seen. I'm excited. And I went back to the hotel. Now went through all the business cards. Excited that now I've seen where things come from that I never knew, how cheap they are, you know, different types of markets, the European markets and the African markets, because we have 2 types of markets in China,
okay,
where you can get the very good quality that is the European market, yes, and the African market, and all that. Now I know everything. Now the following day naamka kuoga, naanza pole pole tu. Venye tu alinifunza, niliona akinitembeza all the places and the malls. Natembea hivyo. And if you have the business card, if you just ask someone, where is this? They're going to direct you wherever it is.
Yeah.
As long as you have the business card.
Yeah.
Now, I was so excited. Went through those places and started taking pictures. Sina pesa za kununua. Yes. I'm just taking pictures and just, you know, getting some conversations with them, visiting different markets. And then I'll go back to the hotel in the evening with very many pictures. And I was like, why don't I post these pictures on my WhatsApp status? Kwanza WhatsApp status hata sikufanyanga Facebook. Nikaanza kuweka mapicha kwa WhatsApp status. And people were like, "Hey Ray, you in China?" Nikamwambia, "Yes, I'm in China. Can I send you something?" Yeah. Hey, there's this thing that I've seen I would want. I started quoting for them the prices. And I always feel like that whole group got a very raw deal. I needed money. I don't have money. I didn't have money. I needed money. So nilikuwa napata kitu. Nilikuwa naongezea very crazy prices.
Yeah.
But still cheaper, or maybe something that they cannot find locally.
Yes.
Mostly the things that you find in the European market, there are things that you won't find locally.
In the local market.
You cannot find them.
So watu wanakutuma handbags.
Kiatu namwambia hii ni 7, lakini ikifika huko Kenya itakuwa kitu 14 ama 13.
Na wewe umeinunua how much huko?
Nimeinunua dhao 1200. I need the money.
Yeah. Tu kuenda China kuhustle.
Mi sijui, I don't know whether it's God's directions or nini, but I even pity those people. Kai, I started getting the orders. You pay me the money via M-Pesa. And then in the following day,
M-Pesa iko China?
I'll get the money.
Oh, okay, cause uko umetoa sim card yako. Yeah.
Then, you know what I'll do? I'll go to the shipping company.
Yes.
Back then, there's a shipping company that I used to use, but I changed. It was called Nurex. I'll go to their offices and I'll tell them, can I send this money to you via M-Pesa? The Somali guys.
Yes.
And then you give me in dollars.
Yeah.
So they allowed me to do that.
Wow.
So nilikuwa naenda natuma pesa tu akinipeanga in dollars.
Yeah.
Akinipe ama RMB, the currency, the Chinese currency.
Yeah.
Naenda market, naenda na kuchukulia sasa ile kiatu ulikuwa umeona jana. Nakuletea na naipeleka kwa shipping company.
Yeah.
Unashipiwa.
Wow.
Usiningoje nikuletee na ndege. Inashipiwa direct to wherever you are.
Yeah.
I got so many orders. So many that I ended up staying in China for 30 days. I told Alex to change the flights now to another whole time. And I'm like, hey, you need to add some amount of money. I was like, it's okay.
No problem.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex changed the flights like 3 times.
Wow.
Because of the businesses that I got. Learned more about the medical equipments. Machines. Wengine wananiambia, tuletee kikata. Nakwambia, just say whatever you want. I explored and made good money. Mtoto mwenye alikuwa ameenda huko bila pesa. I made my clean not less than 800 profits. Yes, for 30 days. And I came back because of the visa.
Yeah.
Visa yangu ilikuwa ya 1 month.
Yes.
I came back because of the visa. I made money, a lot of it.
Yeah.
And I thank God.
Okay.
You know what I did with that money?
No.
More than 600, buying my stocks of the things now that I would want to sell in Kenya.
Good.
You know what I went for?
No.
Shoes. The designer sneakers.
Yes.
Almost half a container, 20 feet. But it came via CBM. Sasa nimekuja na stock. Imagine, mtu hakuwa na stocks. A lot of stocks.
Yeah.
Na vitu zingine hata. I came with so many machines.
Yes.
Nini. I helped to clear the university fee for my sister. Nini. But I made sure hiyo pesa nikitoka China, imeenda kwenye inafaa kuenda. So I came back with all my stocks and everything, ready to start a business. The shop that we had did a whole interior. Kaduka kanatoshana choo, lakini interior ukipiga picha, Instagram watu wanadhania you in a very big
store.
Hata akatoshei hata viatu, haiwezi toshei. Kui inakaa nyumbani, bedroom. Natafuta 1 bedroom naweka hapo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I started business. And I did business. I did a 2nd flight. I did a 3rd flight. Now one day, I got into so much invested into designer stuff. Kwanza the sneakers. Anyone who knows my page, that is the source where I sell the sneakers. They know that I sell a very unique sneaker, pair of shoe. Yes. If I get you a shoe, chances are you'll never find it with someone else in the country.
Yeah, I was seeing some.
Yeah.
And that's true story, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Now, I really got invested into clothes, those not my designer nini t-shirts, nini. Then one day, God will always use people to communicate to you and to get you the information that you need.
Yeah.
Now one day, I'm in a business flight to China. I'm seated next to a very old Nigerian mzee. You're on a flight. It's a long flight. At the end of the day, you're going to look at who is this next to me.
You're going to look at each other.
And even say hi to one another. So that old man was the age of like our parents.
Yes.
Akaniambia, and what do you always go to do to China? Nikamwambia, I'm into designer stuff. That is what I ship and sell. So how do you go about it? Nikamwelezea thinking that he wants to know how I do it so that it can benefit him. So I told him everything about the business. The old mzee was just looking at me, listening to me. Ananisikiza, nikashanga, kwani WhatsApp? Maybe acha tu niendelee kuongea, maybe anataka kujua venye biashara yangu itamsaidia maybe. Yeah. Out there you'll always find people who are ready to help one another. It's only here that you'll find people that are even jealous. Ukifika pale, uko utapata watu watakusaidia. And when I was done with the talking, that mzee told me, you know what? We're in this flight. When you get a flight or when you're in a plane headed to China, you've beaten poverty at 50%. Now, when you set your feet in China, you should have beaten poverty at 100%. You and poverty nowhere close to one another.
Yeah.
Akaniambia aje, but let me tell you something. You could be having $3,000 and another person has $3,000, but whatever you're going to take from China determines how well have you beaten your poverty. Akaniambia, you're doing a very nice business, but how are the profit margins? You're doing a very nice business, and any challenge. What are the profit margins? You're trying to get clothes, shoes, capes, socks, everything. With your $3,000, unajaribu kugawanyisha itoshani hizo vitu zote, si ndio? There's another person in that plane. Maybe they have just gone to China. They are picking the simplest of the simplest thing, but the profit is maybe times 10, times 5. That is how they are going to sell the product. Yako ukileta jeans, can you be able to sell it at times 5? So count on those profits and tell me whether it's a good business that you're doing. Yenye alinibo because I felt a bit challenged, and I was like, you know, sometimes you can feel very much comfortable. Akaniambia, you know what, like myself, I only do inawea za wanawake, the bras to be precise.
Yes.
But calculate the profits that I make in each of the things that I do. I load containers of all those things. Think of a business that you're going to do, that if you invest in 300, it's going to give you at least 1 point something as a profit only. Hey, I felt so much challenged when I nilifika China. And by the way, when we got to Thailand, you know, we exchange seats.
Yes.
We don't get out of the plane because it's just a stopover, but the seats have to change.
Yeah.
So nikakuwa nimemtupa na mimi niko kwingine, but I went to China thinking about it. That is why I hate clothes. That is the day I decided. Yenye yule mtu aliniambia ukweli.
Hii kitu ina profit.
Profit margins zake mtu mwenye anachukua kila wakati dege anaenda huko. I need to think of something better. That is why I don't even teach people on how to do clothes. I discourage them every day. That's why I went and thought, Ray, yenye ni ukweli. Let me think of another thing that I can do. And I decided to go back to the medical equipment. Wow. You get a small machine at this amount of money, assuming you get a machine at maybe even 15,000.
Yes.
Locally unapata inauzwa 150. So hata wewe ukileta uuse hata 100,000.
You're good.
You're good. And you see the profits?
Yes.
Wow. Unimaginable profits. So I decided to do that with the little amount of money that I had. And the way that person told me, ndo ilikuja kufanyika. I got a very big breakthrough when I got into that.
Wow.
That's now when I started doing the medical equipment.
Yeah.
Pole pole. Started moving around to hospitals, my friends, and all that. Medical equipments are very expensive locally.
Yeah.
If I can ship it, na nimtengeneze, I can even sell even half the price that they are going to get it locally. Wow. And I'll still make a very good profit. Now that is how I ended up doing it. And I got invested in it, went around, but still that was not my biggest breakthrough.
Yes. Oh, another one.
Yeah.
God.
That was still not my biggest breakthrough, City.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got another one.
Yeah.
Talk to me about it.
I talked to you about it?
Yes, please. Please.
Now, medical equipment, it's a business that requires a lot of money if you really want to get some huge amounts of goods.
Yes.
So I didn't have any office, no showroom. I was still operating on my small
bedroom.
It is still there. It is still there. Functional. Ako siwezi funga.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the doctors would come, have a seat there. They still have the dead stocks for the clothes. They are seeing them. Kwanza dead stocks za jeans na nini. One doctor told me, he's called Dr. Mwenga of the Nakuru Specialist Group of Hospitals.
Yeah.
But Ray, you need one day to get a place where you can be selling these equipments at. And he shared some knowledge with me. Akaniambia aje, I will believe in you and I'll give you your first good job. He gave me an offer to equip a whole hospital. Akaniambia, I know you can do it. I want to see you doing it. Imagine, that is Dr. Mwenga. He's an ops guy of the Nakuru Specialist Hospital.
Yeah.
Akaniambia, you know what? You prepare for me a pro forma invoice. Imagine, you prepare for me a pro forma invoice inclusive of everything that I'm supposed to pay you for you to deliver these things to me. When we are talking of a whole hospital, from the reception to the TVs, to the laboratory, wards, theaters, every part of that hospital. Can you imagine? Pediatric ward, ICU, kila kitu. Akakuwa ameniambia, I'm going to trust you in this. And I trust you.
Wow.
Now that is what we call walking with God.
Yes.
He's going to give you so much grace that hata watu watakuamini tu. You don't even have to say anything. And
you
God
don't
is,
have to oversell
you
yourself.
don't ufai hata kujitetea. When you sit on a table with someone, tell them what you know and always be truthful, even to yourself. Human beings can always connect and know. Mtu anaongea ukweli ama huyu mtu anadanganya. Huyu mtu siwezi trust.
Yes.
Ama huyu mtu nita trust.
Yeah.
So akaniambia, prepare for me a pro forma invoice. I need anything that is used in a hospital. And then I prepared a pro forma invoice for like a whole 1 week, trying to balance the shipping cost, the buying price, the buying price na ka profit kangu kadogo. Sikuweka mingi, kadogo tu kametosha. Aliniambia first make a nice history. Akaniambia hii biashara nitakupea itakufungulia mabiashara zingine zaidi. So many other doctors are going to even trust in you.
Yes.
I prepared the pro forma invoice, went and saw him and another doctor called Kevin, and I sat with them. I remember he was in theater very fast. Nikamwambia, this is what I have. Akaniambia, no, adjust here, and adjust here. So he guided me like a small sister. Akaniambia, no, this is what someone is supposed to do. And he gave me the money in cash, kwanza in dollars, all the money, millions, and told me, you know what? I want you to ship for me that container. I can come on, I'm going to do it. Now it's a full container of medical equipment. And I did it.
Oh, congratulations.
And when he saw the container was at the hospital, he was really excited.
Oh.
He told me, I knew it, you're going to make it. I knew it. You see now this one is going to help you to get into other levels. A whole container.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Successfully delivered.
Successfully delivered in a span of not less than 40 days.
Wow.
Can you imagine? Everything. Kila kitu venye tu nimeandika kwa pro forma invoice nikampe. Wow. From there he gave me other jobs. From there I got other jobs now even from other hospitals.
Yes.
And fathers also have really supported my business.
Okay.
Mission hospitals.
Yes.
Yeah, fathers have really supported my businesses. Outspan has really supported me. That's how I ended up getting now to wherever I am. Sina sana wewe. Sina ati sana, usifikirie ati niko nazo mingi, but I always try. But sweet, I always try. That is how I got to wherever I am. And God first. God first. And trusting your own prayers. Sikushindaga ukienda unaombewa huko. Just doing the right thing. Staying according to God's will. And just working hard. So hard that even when the heavens look at you like this, they're like, wow, this lady is really working hard.
Yeah.
Let's just give him whatever, she deserves and all that.
Yeah. And like right now you are teaching people, you are not even holding knowledge back.
Yeah.
Pale TikTok you teach people how to import items from China.
Yes.
Sijui the buyers to go to, sijui how not to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Other people would be like, hii ni siri yangu ya biashara.
I'm telling you.
Siwezi fundisha mtu.
I know.
Why are you openly giving this knowledge out there?
Because let me tell you how it came to happen. This is after 8 years of doing business. I've been in business. The last time I was in the hospital practicing was not less than 9 years. I can't even remember my last day in the hospital. So, and I've never thought of taking a group of people and teaching them. So you should know that whatever has happened this year, it's under God's control.
Yeah.
And I remember I have a prayer center, my favorite prayer center. It's called Heaven's Gate.
Oh, tumeiona tukikuja hivi.
It's very nice to just go there and just meditate. It's just a nice place to just go and meditate and pray. Far away from the babies and just pick something to God. Even when you don't have anything that's really a problem that you're going to pray for. Check yourself in there, just go communicate with God.
I can tell you for free. All the people I've hosted in this segment, Inspire Global, there's just something about prayer center, God, tithing.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is no shortcut. Unless you choose now the places that you'll be going to get whatever you think that is going to help you.
Yeah.
You have to have God. That is the rule number one. Never be shy talking about him. Be proud of praying and prayers. And unajua, as Christians, most of the time, you really don't want to be seen like, oh, you're so spiritual and all that. Never even feel ashamed of that. Let him know that you acknowledge that he is the one who has made you to be wherever you are.
Yeah.
And you have to walk with him.
Yes.
Being in a situation where you don't have a mom who can help you, a dad who can help you, no one that you know that can help you, you really have to put your trust in God. And also, he is the giver of the wisdom on how to create wealth.
And also the giver of that gift.
Yes. Actually, it is written in the book of Deuteronomy.
Yeah.
8:18 or 8:16 hapo.
Yeah.
It is he who gives you the wisdom to create wealth. Can you imagine? So I remember last year in December, I went to pray, just thanking God. And I just felt that I need to be active on social sites, but I really don't know whatever I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
I was there at the chapel at night, because at night you pray at the chapel, not at the gardens, because of the security also and everything. And I was there on the floor and I'm praying, and I had this thing telling me, you're supposed to teach them the same thing that you do, the same way you do it, not leaving behind anything. Imagine teaching them the way, what I do every day, the way I do it, from A to Z. That means you give them the suppliers, all the ones that you've been taking flights to Dubai, to wherever, those countries. You give them the suppliers, you teach them how they're supposed to ship the things in the country, how you sell. Remember, right now, when COVID came, we fully, like myself, most of the time, I fully rely on social media to do my sales. Instagram. So I got really invested on social media. Most of my sales, I have so many social media accounts, many Instagram accounts for sales. Sijipost, ni ngumu nione huko, lakini mimi ninafanya biashara
yangu inasonga
Instagram
huko.
Is a source of income to me.
Wow, and you're teaching people all these things.
So I teach you how to ship them, how to clear them, how to deal with the customs, because people don't know how you're supposed to do it, and then how you expect to do your sales in here. So, you know, most people think, when it comes to doing your sales, most people think that for you to be able to sell on Instagram, maybe you pay an influencer to mention your page. But that is not how it is done. Most people pay the influencers, they mention them, but they don't make any sales.
Yes.
So I teach them how even to create those pages and all that. And I created a Telegram group, and I started teaching.
Yeah.
And I've mentored not less than 1,200 people.
You have 1,280 something people in your Telegram group.
Yes.
All who have just paid kidogo entry subscription fee just to come and get knowledge.
Yes.
Can I ask you, what are some of the misconceptions we have about China? Like, vitu za China. Here you hear people making jokes. Iya hata ni ya China.
I'm telling you, you know, most people think that China has very fake products. And some, even in my Telegram group, think that getting something from Amazon is of good quality than getting it from China. But I always tell them, you're not supposed to be buying something from Amazon. You're supposed to be selling. Because even the people, most of the people that are doing
selling in Amazon, they vote in China.
Yeah, in China. I've even taught them to do a comparison. They take a screenshot of the thing that they saw on Amazon, go search for that thing on Alibaba and see the pricing.
Wow.
It's times 3, times 4, times 5. Because those people are getting things from China.
Yeah.
And wanauza. Sasa na wao uko pale. And you know, shipping things from US to Kenya is a bit hectic.
Yeah.
Not compared from maybe Dubai to Kenya or China from Kenya.
Yes.
So I always teach them how to go about it. The biggest misconception is that they are fake. And in China, you get whatever you want. And you can determine whatever you want.
Yeah. You
can get a pair of sneakers at 150. I can get a pair of sneakers at 5,000 Kenya shillings. But I've taught them how to determine. There's a specific document that you have to get when you're trying to ship your things.
Okay.
You cannot pay for your items in China without that specific document.
Yes.
That gives a description of the item that you're buying. Earrings. What types of earrings do you want? What are the metals and all that? So I've taught them a lot, but that is the biggest misconception. China is the real deal. China is the real deal. Even for the people that get their things in Dubai, Dubai doesn't produce anything. Yeah, Dubai doesn't produce anything. You're supposed to get it from China, but go mostly. Also, I have very good connections with the European markets. And that is where things like from Dubai, the Arabs get them from those markets, European markets. Na wakwanga nimewape. Na wapea kwa Telegram group. So they can ship for themselves and start, you know, doing their sales and all that.
Okay.
It has been a good one.
Yes.
I'm excited.
You are a good one. I'm so excited. You're excited.
I'm super excited, sweetie.
Hey. What has been the greatest lesson you've learned in your journey?
The teaching one or the business one?
No, the business one.
Being humble and putting God first. Being humble has taught me a lot. Kuwa mtu mnyenyekevu sana. Don't have some attitude. Put your attitude aside. Be a very humble person. Mtu anaweza ongeleshwa. Mtu mwenye anaweza sikia. And be ready to learn. Usiku unaongea sana. We nyamazanga na unanyamaza, unaona na unasikiza. You get that? Even if someone said something that you know, just keep quiet so that they can proceed to continue talking or telling you whatever they know. There's something that you're going to get from them. And be a trustworthy person. Trustworthy. Integrity is the key thing. You can't go anywhere without integrity, my dear. Integrity.
Integrity.
We used to be told back in my school at the outspan, integrity, and never go below your standards. That is what we were taught. And it's the key thing. And working with God.
I hear you telling people that hautawafundisha kuanza biashara na pesa yenye si ya pesa si safi.
That one I has to mention that. You know, I do the classes on TikTok. I tell them to come and join the Telegram group from TikTok. So when I'm talking to them, even in my Telegram group, because we do lives there every Fridays. Kwetu Friday ni ya kujifunza. Usiku na kuanga na wao. From 8:40. We can go all the way to 12 at night. As I hear from them, asking me questions and all that, I always tell them, make sure the business that you're going to start with a little amount of money that you have. I give them a minimum of 4,000 Kenya shillings and above. You can start doing your imports. Very practical. Sindio? Very practical. You can even download Alibaba and can see how cheap things are in China. Shipping is not a problem. Our government do support us.
Business owners. I've heard that people say shipping is the problem.
Customs.
KRA is so expensive.
KRA, cabs. No, it's not like that. Our government is super supportive of us.
How?
Most people don't know, but the government that was there came up with this thing that's, you know, even with your 5 pieces of shoes and with my 3 pieces of sijui what, they can get consolidated in China and they are going to be shipped to wherever you are. It's the government that came up with that strategy. There were days that shipping things from China was for the very rich, sweetie. But now these days things are very, very, you know, and our government do support us. You don't even get anywhere into contact with the customs. The consolidator is going to do that for you.
Tax zenyu kila kitu zinatolewa hapo.
When you given the price that you're supposed to pay for the specific goods that you're supposed to pay
tax
for.
Tax included.
Tax, everything
kila
is included.
Kitu.
And that is how we have ended up being, you know, growing. I started business 8 years ago. So ndio maana nimeweza kugrow hata mimi na hiyo kidogo. It's not necessarily you load a container. And people need to understand there is a specific way of shipping your things as a business person.
Ebu tell us.
There's a very specific way. You know, most people think that you're going to use maybe the postal address, zitumwe kwa posta, ama a courier service like DHL, UPS and all that. You're supposed to use consolidators. They have been put there by the government to help us. If you use DHL and those other things to ship your things, you'll be so frustrated, expensive. My dear. You are not going to be able to sell your things. There is that use consolidation. I know people don't know how to go about it, but I've taught them.
Thank you.
I've taught them in the Telegram
nitawaachia wakuje Telegram kwako. Nitawaekea link hapa so they can join, so they learn.
I've really taught them. And it has been a good one. We thank God.
So we've made millions from China.
Importing.
we've made some small millions here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you proud of yourself?
Really? But I really don't. When you get there, you don't even feel it, because the amount of hard work that you've put in it, you don't even recognize it. Like, how I've done so much, you know? Hapana, hata mtu aonangi.
Yeah.
Hata mtu akumbukangi. You don't even remember, imagine.
Yeah.
But it has been a good one.
Yeah.
I can't complain. I can't.
You know, it's the fact you sell very high-end products. You're not even advertising any here on this show. Hey, that's how much you trust your brand.
Yes, I do. But I really helped, kwanza mostly the people that are getting into the medical field. You want an ultrasound and all that, those machines and all. You know, I got you.
Yeah.
You might even get it at half the price that you're going to get it.
Yes.
Maybe locally.
Yeah.
And the same specs, and a very good one. And we have a company that, you know, does the servicing and all that. Yeah. I've gotten now to that.
You are jeez. Aki unaisema be humbly. Hey, wewe. Hiyo pia uko hapo.
Yeah.
Yes. No, it's beautiful. You know, business is business.
Yes, but
and you've really maneuvered.
Yeah.
But have you ever been conned?
Yes, a lot of money. Yeah.
How much?
A lot of it.
Yes.
Almost a full container.
Really?
So that question,
yes,
comes in handy.
Ebu tell us.
Over-trusting people and being naive. Naivety is bad.
Kabisa.
Really bad.
Yeah.
Someone gives you a job. Someone gives you a job. You go for it without putting the right documents in place. And once the goods are here, was a specific doctor, I won't mention their name.
Yeah.
And once the goods were in the country, decided to just get his way up with his very good lawyer.
Yeah.
I had to deliver the goods to the hospital without being paid. And I lost it like that.
How
till
much?
Today, because that person died. So I just, millions, sweetie.
Okay.
So, by the way, you guys that you want to get into business, put the right documentation in place. Don't get orders without getting into agreements with people.
How written?
There was no written agreement.
There
has to be a written over-trusting.
Yes. Over-trusting.
And it's someone that I know. I'm so well connected in the medical field. So when that person was referred to me, I just trusted them. Not knowing that ni mtu atakuja anichukulie hizo vitu, lakini niliachana nazo kabisa. I just told God to fight that battle for me. I didn't even stress myself. And when I left it, God gave me other jobs.
More.
Na zikanilipa hata hiyo. The thing was, get the right documents in place. Don't trust people even if it is your best friend. Hata kama ni mtu amekuwa referred kwako sijui na nani. No. And protect yourself in so many ways when doing business. That is what prompted me to start a company.
Yes.
It's hard to get robbed when you're under a company, because you have to get in your whole team.
Yes.
Put them on that conference table, sit and discuss.
And sign all the documents.
Yeah, sign all the documents. Toka hapo mimi sijaifanya delivery hivyo.
Yeah.
And secure yourself. Kwanza Kenyans can be litigious. I can tell you that. So as you're trying to place your order, able converse with those people over the WhatsApp in a way that you can even
use it as evidence.
Don't delete things, messages, kila kitu iweke kwa simu yako.
Natoanga zote from here to Timbuktu.
Please,
hata nikikosana na mtu kila kitu inaenda chat, what picture, kila kitu.
Please don't ever try that. Iweke. You may need it after like 3 years.
What legacy are you looking into leaving behind?
The legacy?
Yes.
I just want the world to remember that I was there. You know, like you, the world will always remember that you were there. When you leave, you know, we are not here to stay.
No.
We are not here to stay. A day is coming. A day is coming,
yeah,
sweetie.
And I'm ready for it.
Even me, I'm ready. I'm always ready for it. I've already given them the best of the bestest. I just want them to remember that I was there.
Yeah.
And I know the best sacrifice that I can do even for my generations. I'm the matriarch of my whole generation.
Oh, good.
I'm the matriarch. Yeah. I want my greats to eat the things, the fruits, to reap the fruits of the things that I do today.
Yeah.
Yeah. When they are in situations, they are stuck.
Yeah.
God is going to send someone to help them. Hawata understand. Wao watakuwa nasema, I even don't know whatever happened. They won't understand that I made a covenant with God. They are great. What?
Yes.
I got into a covenant with God. I just want God to remember that He has blessed me. I have enough, not for myself.
Yeah.
He can keep them for the generations
to come.
You don't know about tomorrow, and we are living in the end times. It's
Yeah,
closer home.
It's closer home.
It's closer home than you may think.
It's closer home.
Ujui kesho itakuaje.
Yeah.
But I know God is going to remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that you say that with so much conviction.
Yeah.
Like with just so much conviction.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's beautiful.
I just want that.
How is mom now?
Mama is good.
Yeah.
I just called her before we did the interview. Nikamwambia intercede and pray so that I can speak things that are going to be helpful. And they're going to change people's lives out there.
Yeah.
The same way I prayed about the Telegram group where it has really changed
yes.
so many people
yes.
out
and now
there.
You just need a whole consultancy firm.
You
know?
told me.
I know, because I know this episode, people will listen, but they will want to come and just ask lots of questions later on.
And all that.
And you know, there is where you set up your consultancy
I'll
firm.
give you an email address where they're supposed to send them.
I'm even putting it right here. Right now, they can get you through here.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, you're most welcome.
Thank you, Ray. I think I've had one of the best conversations this year. True story. You're just so cool. You're just so welcoming. You're just so easy to talk to.
Thank you.
You know, you're out here passing knowledge, understanding that the cake is very big for everyone.
I'm telling you, like, what?
Yeah.
Even if we all did business, you cannot
even...
Kama mimi mwenyewe, the things that I sell, I enjoy a lot of monopoly, but I can't even feed the market. It's more than like what I can handle.
Yeah.
Even right now that I've mentored more than 1,000 people,
yes.
more than 1,200 people.
Yeah.
There's no changes that I've gotten. But if from my pages on Instagram and everything, no, because we are so many.
We are so
many.
And
remember, there are so many things that very few people do in the country. A business like selling car accessories. Forget about even the spare parts.
Yes.
How many people do you know that sell car accessories at import? Very few. It's a business you can start even with your 30,000, 40,000.
Yeah.
Most people think of clothes, mitumba, electronics. Hizo ndizo vitu tatu watu ufikiria.
Alafu hiyo fridge utakuja itakukula pesa. Ni mzito.
Yeah, it's bulky and heavy at the same time. Kwa hivyo hata hakuna venye una save a lot of, you're not going to get some good profit margins. And go for the smallest. Hiyo kitu yenye inakaa kama ni hivi tu ujinga. Start a page and start selling for us water bottles. Get them from China. It may look like it's
guys, I'm selling water bottles from today. I am already selling water bottles. You can order in advance. You can RSVP. You can order. Wewe siwache kunipea ideas watapatana pale na Lynn's water bottles and laundry bags. Wewe hizi ideas utanipatia. Wewe my people endeni kwa group ya Ray tupate hapo. Tupate hapo hizi tip. I want to wind up, but now before I do, is there anything you think we should have talked about? Yes.
Maybe I should tell them.
Go on.
I should tell them.
Yeah.
Start somewhere. You may choose to listen to your heart impulses and think that I'm going to be depressed. I don't come from a family, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have to sit around and take in everything for the sake of my babies. Oh, I'm in the university. My parents can't provide enough for me.
Yeah.
I can get another way of making money, but there's always the straight way of doing things. And do something, because you have to have something that God is going to use.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't you see, even in the Bible it is written, when Jesus was trying to feed the 5,000 people, there was a lad that he asked, and there was a lad there with 5 loaves of bread and
2 fish.
And that is what was multiplied. There must be something that you're doing. Yeah. And start small with a little amount of money. And these days people are lucky, not like when I started business. Monetize social media. Social media is equals to money. Instagram is equals to shops. Even if you're in the corporate world, just start a business. Business is everything. And we are living in times where things are thick. People think that it is only here in Kenya. Take a flight all the way to China, US. Things are not as okay as you may think. Knowing that we had COVID, we are getting the aftermath of the COVID and the fights and all that. Do something, start a business. I always give them a minimum of 4,000 Kenya shillings for them to start importing things from China.
No excuse.
No excuse. I always tell them, you just get yourself a page on Instagram that sells only earphones. They'll never understand. How much is earphones in China? You get it at 35 shillings. You're going to sell it at 150. No, hiyo sasa ni pesa ngapi?
Whoa.
You see the profit?
That's a lot.
They'll never understand that huyu hii page yake anauzanga earphones juu hana pesa. Alikuwa na 3,000 to start a business. They will just see very nice, unique earphones. They would want to start shipping them and selling them and buying. You ship them and you sell them. And you get your profits. And you see the profit margins. Interior decor stuff. We are living in times where everyone wants their house to look beautiful. See how much those things are sold at in China. You can just get them if you just learn how to ship your things. So I just want to tell them to start somewhere. The stay-at-home moms, mostly women, my heart goes out to all the women that are in the situations that maybe my mom was. You know, my mom used to tell me, navumilia msomi. Usijali, nikitoka hamtaweza kusoma, you're not going to get it. So I'm here because of you. No, these days tusifanye hivyo. Get something for yourself. As long as you have a smartphone, mtu mwenye akona shida ni mwenye hana smartphone. And if you don't have a smartphone and a good camera, and a smartphone with a good camera doesn't mean that it is an expensive phone. I use a 15,000 phone to go live on TikTok. Na it was Realme. So you can use a good camera, post your things, import them. Paying for things in China via M-Pesa, you can even do it at the comfort of your house. Enda tu chukua suppliers, do it the way I've taught you. Create a page on Instagram that you expect to do your sales in there. Start importing. And with that and reminding God that this is what I have. You better come through for me. You better come through for me. This is what is supposed to feed my kids.
Come through for me. But he's not going to come through for you if you don't wake up.
And stay clean. Do something that is clean. Don't even try to get money. You know that it is not clean. Wewe umeenda tu pale sijui umetafuta pesa kwa nani. Kopa. Hata eri uende tu kopanga tu.
Ukirudishanga pole pole. I love that. Talk to the people who have failed in business, because it's one thing for someone to
start a business.
And succeed in it. And the majority of you, the same China, wameenda and they failed terribly. And they had visions of big shops. All that. Talk to the people who have failed in business.
And I've also failed severally. So I know where the problem is. Because even the Kampala ones, they were not doing well. And when you're failing in business, you feel like, I think I need to do this, it's going to work. I think I'm going to do this, it's going to work. Unaendea manguo, unaambiwa, hapana, hizi si jeans zinafaa sikuwe aje sijui nini zita. I understand where they're coming from. The number one thing that who fail in business is lacking the knowledge of how you're supposed to go about it. Knowledge is important. If it takes you to spend 20,000 Kenya shillings to pay people to get questionnaires and get whatever it is on the ground, to go out there, do some research for you before you even bring that thing, go ahead and pay it. But unajua wa Kenya wanaonanga hiyo ni kutupa pesa. If you have to enroll in a class and learn how you're supposed to do it the right way. So isikuwe ni kujaribu unajaribu. When you're getting into imports, this is what you're supposed to do. This is a step that you're supposed to take. This is the shipping cost you even expect to pay for your goods once they are in the country, before you even pay for them in China, so that you can determine the profit margins. And you always learn from the people that are in it. Even if you have to pay some fee, just pay for it. I remember back in the days, I wanted to get to learn how to do in investments. Hii story ya kuambianga watu nunueni tushamba tu ni investment, I knew imepitwa na wakati. I paid 29,000 and some money at Centonomy and I went for a class.
Wow.
Yes, because I just want to learn, because they were teaching. Nataka kujua what are other ways someone can do some investment apart from what we know. Atukipata pesa wewe nunua tushamba nini. I just want
and when you kujenga.
When you try to liquidify them after 10 years zitapata pesa. Ati zitakuwa zimeongezeka. And then you try to liquidify them when you have a problem. Inashindikana. I paid. Always go for the right knowledge. Books. People don't like reading books. But you have to read books. Akunanga shortcut. You have to read books. You read books related to the problem that you're trying to solve. If you're a movie person, you can watch. You know me, I don't watch movies. I've never watched a movie in my life.
Nakupeleka watch Woman King. Wakanda, whatever.
Even that one I've never.
No, me, I will peleka you. You watch a nice movie. It's called Woman King.
It will be my first movie.
Yes.
I've never watched a movie. But I read books.
Nkevmesikia? Nakusaidia hapa.
You can watch a movie related to whatever you want to. Or maybe watch a show that is related to the problem that you're trying to solve. Get the right knowledge. That is the key thing. Hapo ndo huwa tunafeel. That is a key thing.
We don't want to keep upgrading ourselves. We want to be comfortable.
And you just want to invest maybe even 400,000 in a business that you really don't know
about.
Itaendaje. Juu unasikia watu wanaendea vitu Turkey na wao unachukua ndege unaenda Turkey. You can even take a trip to just go there and learn fast. Jifunze tu. It's not wasting money. Once you get to learn how to do that thing, the time you get into it, you know whatever you're doing. You're not hata huna ile panic. Uogopi kufanya biashara. You're actually eager
to do.
That is what happens actually to the people in my Telegram group. They are eager to start doing it. Mpaka mzigo ikichelewa na one day from the shipping company wakienda kuclear wanasema ifike haraka mimi nataka kuuza. You replace your fears with the knowledge that you need to do the thing that you want to do. And actually business requires a lot of skills. It's an art. You see how singing is an art? Business is an art by itself. So you have to know how to scheme the moves, the do's and don'ts, and all that.
Yeah, awesome.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
It's a good one.
I love that. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
God, I feel like I can just sit here and talk with you the whole day for myself, but we gotta wind up. Anything else you would like to add?
No, just want to tell the people out there, just do something for yourself. Hiyo tu ndio sana. Get something that you're going to do for yourself and don't pity yourself. There's no time to throw for yourself like a pity party.
A pity party.
Hata kama unatoka wapi, hata kama you in a marriage that you're beaten every day. No time to pity yourself. You should consider your children. And that is what most people who are victims of violence don't consider. I tell them when I'm talking to them, that's being selfish. Remember your child. If you're a woman there, remember a child that doesn't have another mom, another dad. Can't provide for themselves a roof on top of their, you know, their heads, food. That one will give you the courage to get to the next level. Do something. You're a student, you're in the university. Waste yourself, but you're going to reap. Once you're as old as me.
Once you're 29.
No, that is that floor. If you are that floor, so you're going to reap the fruits of the things
you did in your 20s.
Just do something for yourself and uchukie dhambi sana. Once you see sins, you think of sinning, you even get nauseated. You're like, money, I can make it for myself. I can do it. I don't need to do something. Just do something and do business.
And do business. Love you. Where can people find you?
Because
they are coming. For the Telegram link, I will put it on the comment section, guys. It's pinned, the Telegram link. But where else can they find you?
On my social sites.
Yes.
On my social sites. If I give them my office, I'll stop even working.
True story. That's true story.
I'll stop working. My YouTube. Just Ray. Haya, Instagram, just Ray _KE. Haya, TikTok, Just Ray.
When you call very famous.
Facebook,
TikTok, Just Ray.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
For even taking your time and just meeting us over this conversation.
Yeah, sure.
And may God continue opening doors.
Amen.
The same way you are opening doors to other people, may He continue opening and widening your doors. Tumesema tutapata the gift of glory.
The one that I was talking about. There are things that you do here on earth. They not only have a gift here,
But
even also in heaven.
Also in heaven,
Kwanza the people that are doing ministries like the one that you do, sindio?
You know, it's the ministry.
One. It's a ministry. Nyinyi wote mmebarikiwa.
Thank
you. You get the unfading crown of glory. Ndivyo inaitangwa in 1 Peter 5:4.
Unfading crown of glory.
When the great shepherd will appear and just come, he's going to give you the unfading crown of glory. You know, people think that just going to heaven is the ultimate goal.
No.
It's one of the crowns that you're supposed to get. There are 4 more. Zinakwanga 5. So you're supposed to work towards everything.
Munajua hizo zingine? The other 4. I feel like we should have you again
the
for
unperishable crown.
Okay.
The crown of unending life. Hiyo ndio kila mtu anajua sasa. Hiyo ndio our goal. Then the glory one. The rejoicing, people who rejoice in all seasons. Not that when you're down, you're there cursing God and all that. You rejoice in all seasons. Hata saa zenye you're going through a very dark phase in your life. You tell yourself, you just tell yourself, I know this is a testimony in the making. This one is a testimony. Mungu endelea kunitumia tu. There are people who are going to get that.
Good.
The imperishable one are the people who forfeited all the earthly things that are perishable. Wewe mwenye I'm not going to do this, it's sinful. You have yours in heaven. Nasikia venye ni mingi.
Ni more. Wow, you are just so, yani you are just Bible. So chilled. Wacha tunaenda kusoma. But you're just so chilled.
Yeah, and there's something that I forgot to tell you.
Please go on.
Yeah. If you would want to help people successively, they have to participate in it. That is part of management. So I charge them 2K. Sitaki watu waingie free because to join the Telegram group. If I do it for free, it's not going to meet.
They won't appreciate even.
Yeah, they won't. Hata haitafanya purpose yake. Even when you want to do a charity out there in your ushago, you have to make the people that you're helping to participate in something. Even if you're trying to get them some water, tell them to just wajipange, they come and do the kuchimbua kidogo. That is what we call helping. They'll feel like I'm in this group because I paid for it. I deserve it.
And I'm going to keep time.
Yeah, that's what I tell them.
I'm going to take advantage of everything I learn.
Yeah, I always tell them, if you're here and you haven't started doing your inputs, just know you're wasting your 2,000 subscription fee. So when they feel that, hey, wana nini, mtu anachangamka anafanya orders zake na anaanza kuuza.
So watu wakuje kawa wamejipa. But good job though.
Good job.
Allow me to wind up. Good job. Again, as I was saying, may God actually broaden and widen your doors.
Thank you.
Yes, you've made me feel some type of way. Beautiful energy, beautiful vibe. You know, you're
seeing
just so,
things in a different way.
Yes, in a different perspective. And understanding there is nothing wrong when you keep constantly helping people. Your reward is in heaven.
And also here.
And also here on earth.
Here and in heaven.
Thank you. Looking lovely again.
Thank you,
love your chain. Yenye naenda nayo nyumbani.
It's okay.
Yes, it's okay. But again, my people, thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope you've learned a lot on today's episode of Inspire Global. Kama kawaida, hapo kwa comment section, I want to know from you, what was your take home? Have you felt challenged? Have you felt motivated? Are you inspired? Do you feel like waking up right now and chasing your dream? Those are some of the things I want you to tell me on the comment section. Should we bring Ray back? I know as a matter of fact, we will be seeing her soon. I don't want to disclose for you yet, people, because I'm planning, but I have you guys in mind, especially people who are seriously like kabisa invested in business. I have you guys in mind. So you will be seeing her soon, and a couple of other people I've hosted here on Inspire Global. Lakini wacheni nimalize kupika ndio niwaambie. And if you want to get hold of her contact, there's an email right here on the screen with her social media handles also. And I will also be pinning the link to her Telegram group on the comment section so that you are able to join and learn. I always tell you, before I sit on this chair and bring you something, it's because it has benefited me even before it gets to be discussed on this show. And I only hope you guys can continue keep fighting for your dream. Keep fighting for your dream. Don't let go because of the many challenges that you are facing. And of course, guys, munaona mimi venye leo nimekaa hapa. How beautiful this place is. Therapeutic. I kind of missed filming outside, you know, just sitting here and just in this place. We are at Sarova Woodlands here in Nakuru. Met amazing people, Emily, Teresa, such amazing people who gave us permission to just come and film here, and knowing that they love our work makes me really happy. So you know what we do here, if something is good, is good. I see they have conference places. They haven't asked me to do this, but I'm gonna. I had a hot chocolate, which is really beautiful, which means that, oh yeah, let animalize. Yes, you know, Joshua J has to make appearances everywhere. I had this hot chocolate, guys. It's what I was having before we started, which is really nice. I see they have conference rooms. They have an amazing swimming pool, the restaurant. So if you are here in Nakuru, ama unapitia Nakuru, check them out. I'm gonna leave their contact details. They never asked for this shout out, but I'm gonna do it anyways because a good deed deserves another. Thank you. Sure. Keep shining.
Thank you.
Yes. And of course, I want to say thank you to myself for successfully hosting this show, and to my amazing team. That's our camera person, Edwin Ochieng, and our men's desk host and producer, Joshua J. Karanja, for being here today and making sure that, no, I have to mention our editors are back at home. That's Kelvin, Edgar, and Sam for the incredible work that you guys are doing and making sure our content keeps reaching people and impacting their lives one step at a time. My name is Lynn kama kawa kama dawa. Sasa hii imetoka wapi? Email yangu ndio hii hapa. My people, if you want to share your story with me, if you have a successful business story that you want us to feature on Inspire Global, ndio your email, chezeni kaa nyinyi. My name is Lynn. Till next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
You've done a good job.
So trust the process. One day your life is gonna change. Keep on believing. You will be better than